He's a familiar face to news viewers in North Central Florida. As spokesperson for the Alachua County Sheriff's Office, you've seen him in countless TV interviews fielding questions about crime. But there's a lot more to Art Forgey than what you see on the news. Art Forgey says he'll never forget the day his life took a dramatic turn.
I remember the whole incident vividly.
He was planning to ride four-wheelers with his two sons when he fell asleep at the wheel of his truck. He was not wearing a seatbelt.
I actually woke up as I was running off the road and just kind of hit a ditch and vaulted, and the shock of coming down gave me a burst fracture, a spinal burst fracture.
Forgey's two sons were fine, but Art lost all feeling in one leg. The accident had a huge impact on the family.
It was strange to see big, tough, cop dad like that.
I loved my life as a police officer. I started when I was 21. I didn't know any other life, and so that was probably the biggest shock to me, was knowing that I'm probably never going to work in law enforcement again.
Forgey moved to Florida, hoping to start over with his wife and sons, but divorce entered the picture.
There were times that I threw my hands up and I was ready to quit, and there were times that I cussed the world, but in the end, I just had the drive that I'm not going to give up.
That determination is evident to everyone Art meets. He got a job at ASO, and when Sadie Darnell took over as sheriff, she thought Art would make a great spokesperson.
He's got the patience of Job. And the perseverance. I have never seen him down. And I know that it's hard for him. He works long hours. He raises two sons.
Around the office, Forgey is just a regular guy, but his uncommon approach to life tends to rub off on others.
On a daily basis, I run into people in the hall that are having a bad day. They're mad at the world. They're cussing the world. They've got some trivial little problem.
Forgey says he knows where they're coming from, but the accident forced him to put life and all its troubles into perspective.
A little over a year ago, I reached the point in my life where I said, hey, if this is as bad as it gets, I'm well off.
And Forgey's children say their dad may not fit the tough cop image they once had, but he's been a role model in more important ways.
He continues to overcome all sorts of stereotypes for his condition and barriers and stuff like that. And that's what I admire about him. And so when people recognize me or connect the dots between me and him and, ask me, is that your dad? Yeah, I'm usually pretty proud to admit, yeah, that's my dad.
And Forgey is very proud of his sons, too. Now, in tomorrow's special report, a Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist turns the lens on himself and shares his courageous battle with cancer. Myra Monroe, GTN News, working for you.